In today's video, I will be flying with Qatar Airways for the very first time, and I will be experiencing economy class in 3 of their aircraft, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner, the Airbus A350, as well as the king of the skies, the Airbus A380. My journey starts off at Gatwick Airport in London, where I'll be traveling to South Africa and back via Doha. I was also traveling solo on this trip, so I tried to film what I could without being too awkward with the strangers next to me. My first flight was on the Boeing 787 Dreamliner from London to Doha, which is about a 6.5-hour flight from mid-afternoon into the night. I sat in the window seat, which had generally enough space, although the entertainment box from the seat in front of me was really annoying, as it took up a lot of the legroom space.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Shortly after takeoff, we were served lunch, and I chose the chicken option, which was delicious, and the dessert was amazing. Their entertainment system, Oryx One, was pretty good. They had a good range of options for entertainment, and as you can see from their list of movies, there is a lot of them. They also have a wide range of genres to cater for anyone's needs, or if you feel like watching something different. It is the same for the TV options. There's a wide range to choose from, although there weren't that many options under the games category. There were a few occasions where the screen didn't register my touch and you had to touch the screen a bit harder, but this only happened a couple of times and it wasn't a big deal. The flight map was okay. It gave all the relevant information, but initially it wasn't obvious on how to change the views to what you wanted to see. Nearing the end of our flight, we were served a delicious sausage roll as a snack, which was perfect as it was nearing midnight in Doha at the time. Overall, the Boeing 787 that I was on was very tired looking with a lot of wear and tear, and the headrest, even though it can go up and down, the sides were fixed, which to me was very annoying. I made my way into Hamid International Airport for the very first time, and oh my goodness, what a beautiful terminal this is. They have these indoor trams which make it really easy for you to get from one end of the airport to the other very quickly. The main feature that stands out is, of course, the orchid. The orchid is an indoor tropical garden which is to promote stress-free traveling and is the perfect place for you to relax and unwind while waiting for your next flight. Currently in the orchid inside Doha International Airport. My second flight was on the Airbus A350, which is the first time I was flying this type of aircraft, and I was flying from Doha to Cape Town, South Africa, which is about a 10-hour flight. I was sitting on a window seat again, although this time the seats were in a grey fabric. However, the headrest is exactly the same as it was before, where you can push it up and down, but the sides are solid. We also got given a small amenity kit with this flight, and it came with a toothbrush kit, earplugs, an eye mask and some socks. We were also given a decent set of headphones as well as a large pillow and a very fluffy blanket. Even though it was 2 a.m. Doha time, they served us a full dinner and I chose the beef option, which was really good. In the morning they served us a full breakfast and I chose the omelette with hash browns, which was so delicious. Although the tray was slanted slightly, so my water bottle kept sliding down. The A350 has camera views, which allows you to see outside the aircraft. You can switch between the rear camera, the downward camera, or the forward camera. The movie selection is nowhere near as extensive as that on the Boeing 787. On my first flight, I picked out a movie to watch on this flight, and it just wasn't there. After spending a few weeks with family, it was now time for me to head back home to London. The first leg of the journey was again on the A350, but this time I decided to opt for an aisle seat so that I didn't have to disturb my neighbor during the flight, and I was so happy the sides of the headrest could move, which is something I absolutely love.
Wave to Auntie Emma.
Wave to Auntie Emma.
Shortly after takeoff, we were served a pre-lunch snack. Before I was then served lunch, I chose the chicken option, and as always, it was top quality. My transit in Doha was only an hour and a half, so I didn't have a lot of time to spend in the terminal, but this also meant my bags didn't make it onto the next flight, which I thought was funny because the planes parked directly next to each other, but something you should be aware of if you do have a short turnover in Doha. My last flight from Doha to London Heathrow was on the King of the Skies, the Airbus A380. Sitting on the lower deck, I chose a window seat on the right-hand side of the plane so that I could get some amazing views coming into London. The A380 also offers you extra space if you're sitting by the window, as well as giving you a little bit of extra leg room between your knees and the seat in front of you. Unfortunately, the sides of the headrest are solid, which, as you know, something I do not enjoy. Again, the entertainment selection is pretty good, although nothing near as much as I experienced on the first flight. There is also the option of choosing between 3 outside camera views, which is something I absolutely love on an aircraft. For the amenities, we got the usual pillow, blanket, and headset, as well as the same small amenity kit as before with socks, eye shade, toothbrush and toothpaste, earplugs, and this flight we also got a protective kit.